Big Shitty Life podcast. The Big Shitty podcast.
Made it.
You made it, man. We're here. The podcast that no one knew was going to happen. The podcast that the fans wanted, but they didn't know they wanted it.
They didn't know they wanted it.
We're giving it to them preemptively.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like.
Was that what the hat party was about? The hat party was boosting this potty?
Yeah, well, hat party. We're just like we need. You know, numbers, we need engagement, we're all about the statistics.
Yeah, so you got 6 views.
Yeah.
That was a big party for us.
There was a 40-minute stretch where we had one. We were just talking to Josh.
Dude.
And I was like, all right, let's go.
I've always like thought about like, oh, should I go live? And then I was just like, there's going to be a defeated moment where it's 30 minutes of footage of me by myself that gets uploaded to Instagram.
Waiting.
Yeah, and that's
hey.
the shittest thing.
It doesn't tell you when they've left. It tells you when they've joined, and then they just leave quietly, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, hey, fucking myself. All good. So, boys, I almost did it in a shitty life.
Hermit.
Big shitty hermit.
This isn't a shitty hermit.
Big shitty hermit.
Yeah.
Okay, so boys, Big Shitty Life. Introduce yourselves. Who have we got here?
I'm Kirby. What's up?
And I'm Liam.
Hi.
Liam
Coming at
Lee
you.
Thanks for having us.
Lee
Phillips.
Matson.
and your boy the Hermit Matson. Now we came here on some rocky territory.
I have a peace offering.
I know.
What your favorite?
What is this?
So,
Apparently,
I'm hoping to clear the air.
There you go. They're clearing the air with
No
the
more
Skittles.
beef.
I'm just a little
Who
bit.
knows though?
Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, you may not ever leave this building. You have a
You know what I was thinking today?
Yeah.
We might be your last guests on this show ever.
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 It could go either way. You could sabotage the show, or I could just lock you. Well, we could be locked in here forever.
in your
Mate,
apartment.
if lockdown happens now, we're all
And we're
fucked.
just
2
stuck
hours,
together.
yeah.
Quarantine.
Could you imagine the shit that would come out of that?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we were locked together.
Well, we'd have no choice but to live stream.
So I've got a couple people have asked the question: why me? Why of all the podcasts? Why
So
not?
your
why
audience
me?
has had a reaction? 'Cause
Hey,
we've
a
been-
couple people,
yeah.
mainly just the boys at work. One of
Yeah.
my mates, who's
Yeah.
like an avid follower of
Yeah.
the Hermit, who's also probably one of my best mates at work. He's like, who the fuck are these guys going at you, man?
Yeah,
Should I fucking...
Yeah. Should we call a hit on these boys? So what's the go? Because, you know, you came with the heat.
Yeah.
You came with the... Apparently, I'm the second...
Punching up, man.
The second... So, it's official. You won the award. You
Yeah.
knocked out Hamish and Andy.
Got the Oscar.
You're the top podcast in the world. You've got the Dick Award.
For
How
being
does
the
it
biggest
feel
dick.
being the best podcast in the world right now?
It's a lot of pressure.
Trying
It's
to
a
be
lot
humble,
of fucking pressure. Yeah, we're
and,
trying to be humble.
But also, like, you know, we're just way better than all the podcasts. So we've
look,
just been trying to get it out there. So
I won't lie, man.
they don't know that we're the best.
I got called out and I was scared. I was worried. I was like, this is
worried
it.
about
Fucking knees were shaking.
The Hermit is dead. I've just been buried by the best podcast in Australia. Like,
Yeah.
this is tough.
With 69 followers.
Hey, mate, I'm dropping followers.
came at
I
you
thought
with-
You came at me, man. You're killing off my phone. I reckon
We're
you're going
poaching
around
them.
and just deactivating fucking Instagram profiles. No, but it's so obviously, guys, there actually is no beef. We're all here supporting, even though I'm going to jump the table in a minute and punch Kirby in the face. No, I won't.
It wouldn't be safe to
No,
touch me.
I
at
wouldn't
this
touch
moment.
you.
We just...
I would like to take
Yeah,
this
we'll just be
opportunity
elbowing Kirby in the face. Man, why'd you have to bite that bat?
to apologize on behalf of my people for cooking up COVID-19. I'm sorry, and hopefully we can just move on.
It's a little bit like the pufferfish in
Touch
Japan.
tips and move on.
Yeah, somebody just fucked it up wrong, and now we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like, well, at least
cool,
we're
man.
here. We're drinking. Kirby's got his 0 sugar sparkling water.
I'm off the sauce, lads.
Yeah.
Sparkling water, lime and lemon. Delicious.
So in all seriousness, we're obviously in the same boat with the podcasting in Brisbane. You guys are probably like, what was behind your podcast? Why'd you start yours?
My text to Liam was, how midlife crisis-y is it to want to start a podcast? And then we went from there. So,
Well, we'd both been thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, funnily enough, he texted me and with that message, and then I was just like, "Dude, I've been thinking the same thing." But we were both too
I feel
ashamed.
like
to...
everybody thinks about it, but
Yeah,
there's
I
only
guess
some
so.
dumb fucks that do it.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
us.
yeah.
and then once you get to 5 episodes, episodes, it's like, oh, they're actually doing it. So
Bro, try
Yeah.
42.
Yeah,
Try
yeah,
42
killing it.
episodes.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where people think like this is a legit thing. And they're like, how much money do you
Nice.
make? I was like, money? Money?
Yeah.
$3.52.
Mate, I get
Yeah.
paid in relentless hatred.
Yeah.
Nah, not it's not really. A lot of people actually have, you guys would have come around. How much shit did you cop when you said you were going to start a podcast?
Oh, not a lot.
Fuck,
It
you
was
have good
kinda-
friends.
Yeah.
No, we've
We-
just got
we just-
unsupportive friends.
You know what it is?
They
We
don't give a
preempt the
shit.
shit by shitting on ourselves relentlessly.
That's what I
and then
reckon.
people don't have like any
I
ammunition.
feel like
we've done it all.
we're three of the same people here, man. Like, see, because one thing that got me when I was talking to you guys via message is the fact that you were just like, yeah, we usually just shit on ourselves for like an hour. And I was like,
funny.
that's literally me.
Yeah.
That's literally what I do. So when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, you know, what could go wrong if three people who shit on themselves constantly get together
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and have beers?
Well, there was a point where we were just like, where we found your hashtag,
Yeah.
or whatever, and we're just like, let's get involved, like let's hit this
Yeah.
guy up. We were like,
just
fuck, like there was a point
give
where
him
we were
some
like,
shit.
we don't want to actually be mean, but then we're like, at the same time, if you look at our podcast,
Oh, bro.
surely you can't take what we're saying
Well,
seriously.
that was
we're
like what
fucking-
I said. You know,
Yeah.
a couple of people who obviously like don't understand the whole gimmick of it. Like
Yeah.
I said, like I'm a massive pro wrestling fan, so I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
at me, boys.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like when it happened, and someone said, oh, like, how do you feel? I was like, man, I shit on everybody
Yeah.
in every episode.
Yeah.
How fucking piece of shit would I be if I was
If you're like,
oh,
couldn't take
what?
it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
These guys just started
Yeah,
memeing
legit.
me last night.
Oh, bro.
I would joke to Liam like maybe because we just didn't know.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
like, maybe he's like really upset, and he's just like,
Dude,
"Guys,
could you imagine?
This will be my
Could
last
you
step.
It was
imagine?
well, there was like
I didn't
some
want to
sort
be
of
a bully.
yeah, no, we don't want to be bullies,
I
but there was
thought-
definitely
No,
like
That's the
your
thing. See, I
podcast
felt-
persona.
I felt bad because I didn't have time to reply.
Yeah.
Right,
and then
right,
that
right.
silence, I think, I was like, I got,
No,
yeah.
we went in. I was
Yeah.
like, while he's, I don't know.
I got, it wasn't until you posted the memes. See, I didn't actually see the initial videos.
Oh,
It
right,
popped
right.
up in one of my mates' feeds and like, oh, you got mentioned on a podcast. And I was like, oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, let's see how this goes. I looked at it before work and then I was like, went to like 4 minutes when it was on and I was like, it was like that steaming dog shit or something.
yeah, that was
Bro, I was sitting on my couch laughing so hard, and I was like, "This is fucking
Good.
hilarious."
That's
and
how
then
you do
my
it,
thing
yeah.
went down. Like I spoke to Kia, I was like, "I hope these dudes aren't legit," because I'm coming at this like it's a joke.
Yeah.
But if like you guys were actually like,
We're
oh.
good actors, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's why I was like, "Fuck, these guys have to be in wrestling or something, man," because this is perfect. The
No, we're
perfect
just-
heel stance.
We're just dipshits and autistic. This is how we make friends.
Fuck
We
yeah.
insult them first.
Well, it makes me feel good that there's other people out there that do the same shit as
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
exactly.
The worst thing is, man, and you guys would probably get it. You know when you meet someone for the first time, and obviously your personality is like, I'm probably gonna shit on you immediately, and then you shit on them, and then they don't like
They
you,
don't like it.
and you're like,
yeah, you see it like, yeah.
I may have fucked
That's the
this up."
boundary.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's worse when it's like a mate's new girlfriend or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
You
you're
do it
like,
instantly,
"Oh,
though?
bro."
You're like, nice pants.
Yeah, nice pants.
You
Fuck
fucking
with.
idiot.
Oh no, I'm actually
Yes.
joking, and then they're like really offended. Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck
it's how,
man.
It's how you like make friends, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Now, the thing that's cool is like we're kind of getting together like a supportive network of podcasters. But it's like
That's what
That's
I was.
the
yeah,
thing,
The
like,
vibe
it's
was
so
like,
good,
let's
man.
like, you know,
Bro, I was so happy to know
do
that.
the scene.
Yeah.
In a way.
See,
yeah.
well, the thing about it too is you obviously have the podcasters that do like legitimate podcasting, like you know the ones that do like like for example like Kia's nutrition one or
yeah,
fitness
yeah,
one.
with a
There's-
subject and a. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
not too many that are just garbage.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
But
we
we're
definitely
serious about the shit we talk about.
Yeah, we.
And it's all facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
is.
it's
We
all
fact
verified
check a
and
lot.
take us 100% seriously because, you know.
The best thing is if someone does take you seriously.
Yeah.
Man, I've had it happen a couple times.
If you just clip
Yeah.
shit out of our podcast, we are so cancelled.
Well, have you seen? Yeah, legit. Have you seen the start of? I don't know if you've seen it, but it's Two Bears, One Cave. So
Tom
and Tom and Bert,
Bert,
and
yeah.
Tom always says something like "fucked up" at the start that you could take out. Like it'd be like, "Man, Bert, why do you want to kill all the Chinese people?"
Right, right.
And
right.
that'll be
no,
the
no, no,
start
no,
of-
no, no, I don't.
Yeah, yeah, and he like stresses because it's gonna
That's-
fuck his ticket sales, but. Fuck, it's so
He
funny.
doesn't have that to worry about anymore.
I didn't.
as a
Yeah,
performer.
I didn't realize, man, that you know he was the guy that Van Wilder was based off.
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah,
I know he was big in his youth for something
Yeah.
that I wasn't around
For
for.
real,
but
I
what
think-
is Van Wilder?
Van Wilder it's a Ryan Gosling movie, I think. Mate, I've got no fucking clue. Nah, I won't even Google it. Let's just see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We got phone. Van Wilder is a movie about this dude that doesn't leave college.
Right.
Like he just keeps going through, and he's there like as a frat boy forever. And
That is Bert.
yeah,
I know
and
Bert.
like apparently like Bert went into a big thing about how it was actually about him,
Wow.
and like it was his
No
premise of
credit?
the story, and he got
Yeah.
no credit
Oh,
for it,
shit.
but he like doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Bert. Yeah.
he's so funny, man.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, not Ryan Gosling.
One
Why
of
the
the
fuck
two
would Ryan
famous
Gosling
Ryans.
be in that movie?
It's like-
Why the fuck?
The beautiful one and the beautiful but funny one.
Yeah. I mean, could you
I
imagine?
fucking hate Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
dude.
really?
Yeah,
You
yeah. I
don't-
can't stand that guy.
It's a
I-
love or hate thing, isn't it?
Man,
He fucked
I-
up Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'll never forgive him for that.
Wow.
See, I didn't know Deadpool
That
before.
is
Yeah.
huge. Are you a comic book guy? You're like, my mate's a big comic book guy. He hasn't gone to that extent to say that Ryan Reynolds should
Fucked
ruin
up.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
But see, I'm like that with because I'm a massive like anime dude.
Yeah.
Like obviously Pokemon's not my only thing, but there's a lot of like live action ones that get made
Yeah.
and they're fucking shit house.
Yeah.
Except
Like-
for Dragon Ball Z, that was the good one.
Yeah, that was
No,
like,
I'm joking.
yeah, I was gonna fucking disagree with you. Man. I was gonna be like, yeah, that was one that went to
That's how you
cinemas
do
and
it.
sucked balls.
You have to make the cast entirely white. And
Yeah, in a Chinese dominated movie, make everyone,
everyone
white.
white, yeah.
Hey, at least you got Crazy Rich Asians.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
true,
The
that's
one.
true.
The one that's killing it.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, how okay, serious question. Do
Yes.
you like being
I
of
am
an
Asian.
Yeah,
What's
being
up?
what's
Yeah, am I
what's-
your first Asian on the podcast?
You are, dude. Yes. Oh, elbows, bro. Elbows.
Touch tips.
Yeah, touch the tip. I'll probably have to lean over further. Do you find that people like ask, or probably what I'm doing now? Do you find that people are asking like, oh man, what's life like being Asian right now?
Oh no, not right now.
Yeah.
I mean, in general. In my
general.
life,
What's
yeah.
General.
And I'm like, it's good, bro. Like, yeah.
I had
He's
I
a
had
fucking handsome man.
You are
Like,
a
yeah,
handsome
yeah,
man.
He's a good.
You kind of look a bit Mexican too.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of everything because I could be taken as a lot of things. Native American people have said.
Fuck yeah, you're like a smoothie of ethnicity.
Yes. The
You're like a mango magic. Of,
ethnically ambiguous. Is
there
that the
you go.
word?
There you go. Yeah, no,
It's
but
my dad's a short little white blonde man.
Really?
Yeah.
see, this is so funny. But like because I saw Liam and I was like, this motherfucker's gonna be like 6 foot.
Yeah.
When I saw pictures of you,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be fucking small.
Really?
And then I saw you and you're so tall, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this
That's-
motherfucker's a giant.
My dad is short. It's actually from my mum's side.
Oh really?
My uncle is like, Big Chin Woo.
Well,
That's his name.
What's his
Not,
name?
not, not Big, Chin Woo.
On the birth- on the birth certificate, Big Chin.
You guys would believe anything I say. Hey, Big Chin Woo. Yeah. Chin Woo. That's my uncle.
Is that his actual name?
Yeah, Chin Woo.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's badass.
My
I didn't know
mum's
that.
maiden name is kind of unfortunate, I guess, if you're a white Asian, but it's Gook.
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 Yeah.
Gook.
I guess
It's
it's
like
not.
derogatory.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I don't know,
Very
yeah.
close to.
It's
Not really.
Gouk, but
Depends how
yeah.
drunk you
It is a
are.
word.
True,
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Fuck, well, me and Liam over here with all the white privilege right now.
Yeah.
I know.
alright.
That's our podcast. Just Liam, just shitting on.
Ripping.
He's constantly trying to run me under the bus.
Yeah,
to
it's
be an
really
Asian.
hard,
I've
man.
been
It's
trying
really
to get
hard.
it trending. Hashtag Liam is racist. But
He's
all caps,
racist.
yeah.
With his best mate who's Asian.
Yeah.
He just has me on there to shit on me. Like honestly,
Oh man.
it's a torturous relationship, man.
Yeah.
Please help me. I need out.
I
I'm
need
hoping
help.
your
Help
viewers
me.
will help me.
Oh, they won't.
He's joking. He's
they will,
joking.
They will fucking shit on you even more. They're like, yeah, fuck you. Shut up.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a mate who he was in Japan, right? And he looks like, I think he's Korean. I don't this actually bad friend. I don't actually know where the fuck he's from, but I think he's from
Or
Korea.
you're just such a good friend that you never.
Yeah,
like,
mate,
You
I
just
don't-
treated him
hey,
like
I don't-
you're all.
You know what?
average-
You're a human.
Yeah,
I'm a
mate,
human.
I don't see race. I don't
see race.
Yeah.
kind of only for you.
Yeah.
But no, he went to Japan, right? And he was like a couple like white people went
Yeah.
up to him like, excuse me, and you know how they talk really slow, like they think someone from another country just because they're from another country they're stupid.
Doesn't
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
Like,
English.
yeah. And he's like, excuse me. And they started talking like, do you know where this is? And the guy goes, I'm from Australia, mate. And like, apparently all the people just like look fucking terrified.
It's
Like they
happening
don't,
more and more,
yeah, they
yes.
don't actually have
We're undercover.
Yeah, mate.
Incognito
Fucking
Asians.
incels.
Incel? That's next level.
Nah,
No,
so
thank you for having me in your beautiful country.
Oh, especially in a time like now.
I am very grateful to be here.
So, what do you?
Is that right? Is that Japanese?
I think you just answered the phone, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Ridiculous.
what do you do outside podcasting? Like, you know, obviously I'm a teacher. God knows
I am
how.
a support worker.
Are you really?
People living with disabilities.
Isn't it funny how
yeah.
we actually all have very legitimate
scary.
jobs? Like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not actually shit humans. We actually give up a lot of our time to
Debatable.
help. Yeah, debatable. But like,
No, you're right. Yeah.
Well,
It's
I saw-
just solid jobs. You know.
I saw like a thing the other day on Instagram or whatever, like one of those fucking, I don't know.
is it a meme?
I guess
Is
a
it considered
meme.
a
I don't know. I'm so confused as to what a meme is these days because I always thought it was like a picture
We're
with a
living
funny thing.
The meme.
I saw a news article
Yeah.
get posted and someone said, look at
This
this
is meme.
I was
Yeah.
like, that's a news article, man.
Yeah, that's some writing
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
black screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a thing that was just like, well, the real heroes have just been kind of revealed, and it's like the healthcare workers and like the disability support workers and teachers and shit who in this time
Giant pat
are
on
just
the
like
back.
babysitting.
Oh, man.
But,
Yeah,
you know.
we are. Well, you and I are kind of in the same industry. Like, you're obviously in taking care of kids. You're OSH work, hey? So outside school hours. And obviously, I teach. And will you be in the same boat? Like,
Yeah, I'm
what's
just like wondering what'll happen.
Yeah,
in
what's
the next few weeks? you
So
know.
what's the go with
I'm
you?
in a private home,
Oh, okay.
and I go to their home, but community access is just like suspended at the moment. So
Man, it's
yeah,
wild. Eh? Like, you know, for us, we're kind of in a way okay. Like, it's this week's been fucked. Like, I was literally about to post a video on my Instagram about how I haven't posted all week because I've just been snowed with like, you know, what are we going to do if it goes online? So working out that sort of shit. And then, okay, if we get kept at school, what are we going to do for alternate programming?
Right,
It's like,
you'd have a lot to deal with. Yeah,
bro, it's
making progress.
Man, I literally came home last night and a couple of my mates were like, let's go for beers. And I was like, yep. And I fell asleep. I literally crashed,
Just
man.
wrecked.
I was like hoping like
we
you
got
boys...
you up at 10 a.m.
Oh man, no, I got up fresh as a daisy this morning, man. Lucky
Yeah.
the fucking weather's turning it on for us. But,
Yeah.
You know, I saw Batuta posted an advocate about like how 20,000 people were at Bondi yesterday.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
it's a lot
Damn.
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Human soup.
Dude,
Yeah.
literally human disease
Yeah.
soup.
COVID just
Yeah, bro.
real happy about that.
It's I was gonna say, yeah, just bathing in it, like yeah, give me this soup. Yeah, it's
Well, that's the government's talked about. A, you know, just wait it out. B, wait it out and trace and track. C, complete lockdown. I reckon D is the one where we all intentionally go and get it and become a super race of Australians that are just
man, could
super
you
immune
imagine?
and just like mutated and just like
Yeah, we look
beautifully,
like Cronenbergs from
Yeah, yeah.
Rick and Morty. Have you seen
Yes,
Cronen-
yeah.
Bro,
I
we
just
saw,
imagine
like,
any fucked up creature
Yeah.
from Rick and Morty. That could be our future, and I think we're missing out if we don't follow that one.
It's really.
I've said it here.
I've like the way I like this week has been. It's like, you know, that time between like Christmas and New Year's where you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're just like, what day is it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are we supposed to be doing? That's what it feels like.
Exciting's the wrong word.
Yeah, it's
We were talking about this because exciting means, you know, positivity, but it is engaging and interesting and like, what the fuck's going on?
man. My screen time on my phone is going up
I
because
know,
I'm just
yeah.
like constantly looking at like, oh, what the fuck's what's Trump doing? What's
Too much.
fucking Italy
Yeah.
like Italy doing? Like I'm like
It's
sitting
easy
here.
to go stir crazy just on your phone. for an
Literally,
hour,
I
yeah.
literally had to like yesterday. I literally was like, "Fuck, I need to put this motherfucker away" because I just have been looking at it for like the last hour. Like, not even at anything good, just like video, like memes. I started looking at TikToks about Corona. Like, there's a song released about Corona. and-
Yeah.
Man.
We've been rocking that one.
Yeah.
Right,
There's heaps actually.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
few.
Oh man, it's wild, eh? It's super wild.
It's a weird time.
I think that's I think it's in a way for us because like, you know, we've got our like little hobby thing. We've got our little podcast going.
Yeah, a new one. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
for
been a
us,
lot of
man.
fun.
If we get
That's
locked
the fun
down, we're
thing.
good.
Yeah, we can like, you know, broadcast and stuff. Broadcast, but you know,
Yeah,
that's what
like-
our live party was about. Like, I was just like, let's just go live for fun and like game and just talk shit.
Dude,
But,
and that's so good.
You know, like with the whole thing, Queensland or Australia's not there yet, but you know, live parties are gonna become the way a little bit.
Man, have you seen? So there was a Defected.
Entertainment.
It was called Defected in England. It was like or in London. It was a festival that was supposed to go on, but they changed the name and they made it completely online. A friend of mine did the videography for it, and he said it was sick. They got they got heaps and heaps of views of people who obviously there's a lockdown, there's nothing to do but drink, so they're just drinking at home and like making their own parties. It's interesting to see like, could it potentially move towards like, God forbid it does. I don't want it because a lot of the music I listen to pretty much has to be live.
Yeah,
like, you know,
it's all about the vibe being there. But if you can't have that, then that's the next best thing, I guess. If you have it on a screen in your room and you're just moshing with your girlfriend,
just moshing.
Yeah, like I saw the lead singer of Dear Seattle doing a live acoustic set and all that sort of stuff. And I think Connor from Bugs is going to come on and have a chat.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to chat to him about like what is he going to do, because he did a little collab today, I think with Sweater Curse or something.
Yeah, I saw
that. And they just did like some live music, which is, you know, it's all we got
do. Time to pump out some, you know, easy content. I mean, not easy, but, you know, quick.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, for us, maybe we can do some fucking...
But my question is, what happens when we go into lockdown? And
excuse me, on our podcast, we just burp, like, just fully
what happens when we can't get together to film episodes? Because you're okay, because you're flying solo.
Man, this is what we should do.
Maybe we just need to start living together from now.
Yeah, okay. I'll move in.
Yeah. We could Zoom podcast each other.
What do you mean?
What's like? So Zoom's like this fucking.
We're tech illiterate.
It's this. Oh, bro, same here. So you're listening to a dumb fuck talk about things that he doesn't understand.
Have you seen the lighting on our podcast from week to week?
Changes every week.
I was impressed that you managed to put a photo in the photo frame.
That took me hours and hours.
Isn't it funny?
We broke the bank on that one.
Like, let's pay some dude to do this for $100. Man, isn't it funny? Like, so we're obviously learning from the bottom. And
it's been so fun.
You ask someone from like who's like a videographer, like, oh, how do you do that? They're like, man, you could just do it like this, and you're like, oh, that's a thing. Like, can I do that? Like, you know, you feel so stupid when you do it. But like, you know, I do like a little. I edit with the 2 cameras, and I feel like a fucking boss just putting 2 cameras together, which is the simplest thing you could ever do. Yeah, so it's cool though. I'm glad that I think it's reassuring hearing that other people go through the same shit.
Yeah,
like,
totally. Just jumped on. And I was like, I know we have some mics, and we had some fucking terrible times with the mics early on. The first 2 podcasts are fully edited because every time we'd move, because we just handheld.
Yeah.
Every time we'd move the mic, it'd be like.
Sounded like the inside of someone's stomach.
The entire
like
50 minutes. I mean, we edit, but you know, it ended up being 20. But yeah, it was just like all over all our speech, so I had to get a hectic editing program to like fully
just fucking
map
flatten
out the
that
vocals
shit
and then cut everything else.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, it like stopped getting our like wheeze laughs.
So
we just go silent, just be like completely silent. And one of our listeners was like, I thought like it stopped.
Yeah.
They kept it. Yeah, they're driving home. And they kept having to check their phones. Like, oh shit, did it stop? And
we laugh like, so much because our podcast is hilarious.
What a plug. Yeah. Do these guys laugh in silence?
Yeah.
Mate, one of my mates, Darcy, he runs, him and his mates run Bloody Brilliant Beers, which is anyway, so they do that, and he messages me every 2 seconds, because I think the idea of podcasting looks pretty simple. Like when you look at it for face, you're like, you record your audio, you fucking upload it, you're all good. Man, he did a couple episodes where he's like, bro, it didn't even record. Like, what the fuck did I just do? I was like, mate, unfortunately, you up shit creek here, man. You're gonna have to go again. And that's my biggest fear, man. Like, it's okay when you have like, you know, like a couple people who are just like having a yarn or having fun. But my biggest fear is like if I get someone legitimate on and it fucking doesn't record, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, hey, doctor, that you just came on. Like,
what did you say about that red light?
Don't do it, Curbs. You fuck.
What is that red light?
Nah, we're good. Look at that.
Does it have to flash?
Don't do that. Fuck me.
You said that red light has to go off or on?
It's on.
Okay, turn it off.
Mine's, look at me, I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating. I got a sweat patch from my
We're just free
right
and easy
nipple.
today. Nothing to worry about. I'm like,
yeah, you're the lucky ones, man. I'm getting used to it. Like, the fucking camera thing's the worst. Because, like, I'll get halfway through a conversation, I'll hear ching, and then I'll be like, fuck, it's not recording, but I'm midway through my sentence, and now I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, big podcasters have the same problem. You heard about Mark Maron had like a famous, I forget his name, but he realized halfway through that it wasn't recording. And that's Mark Maron, like, big time. He's had Obama on, but he was like doing remote recording podcast, but he just wasn't used to his Zoom setup, man.
Yeah, man, it's like, and it's the most defeated feeling.
Go again.
I've had it before. I've had it with me. Lucky it's just been one of my solo ones, so I just sit there and put my head in a pillow and just be like, fuck my life. And I record again and it's nowhere near as good. Like, you know, when you come off the cuff and then you go back to do it again, you're like, how the fuck did I say this the first
We
time?
can't. We both can't imagine what it's like because we just talk to each other.
Yeah, you guys
You're
are
doing a
you guys are
completely
lucky.
different vibe. Just
Yeah.
like convo with myself, with you.
I think it's because I'm half psycho. I got a problem with my fuck. I'm half a schizo, man.
Like,
Yeah.
just having
like,
great chats.
What do
with
you
your
think, Madsen?
What do you
Start
think?
talking to
Good.
yourself.
I'm just like, look, yeah.
Other. We didn't mean
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Yeah.
I've started
What's
getting
that?
my mate Nick on a
Is
fair
that why
bit.
you have it? So you can like be reminded that you're chatting with yourself.
Yeah, well, actually, I look at that photo more and more, and I realize I was actually so hungover in that photo. I was a photo my girlfriend took, like, you look like shit. I'm like, cool, thank you.
Yeah. It's the vibe.
Yeah.
Just like at the beach.
It just and the winds in my coffee, and there was actually nothing in that coffee either. I was just covering my gronk head.
You just
Yeah.
found it on the
Exposed.
beach.
We
It's
exposed
an empty
it.
coffee
Yeah,
cup on the beach.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, but I love the dynamic of yours. Like, I've actually listened to a couple episodes. Ever since you called me out, I've been backtracking through, and I fucking love it.
Thank
because
you.
I think the best thing about it is, and you'd probably know this too, you know, like when you're recording, you know, there's nothing else, like that's your sole purpose, there's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
You actually have better conversations with your mates. Like,
yeah. It's been fun.
like
Yeah.
I find with like my mate Nick, when we don't have our phones and everything, the shit we talk about is so like we had a full conversation about Dickcoin, like the fact that we can't make money off sending dick pics like girls can because
saw
we've
your
sent
clip.
too many dicks. Like,
And to that clip, I have to say, who the fuck is gonna pay for that shit? Like, it's not the same.
No one wants to see
I'm
bits.
saying even if it wasn't blown out of proportion. I mean, like, even if dudes weren't doing it too much. It's just not the
It's just
same.
not
No one's
as-
gonna pay for a picture of a dick.
No, could you imagine? Like, look at this. People make dicks as jokes.
Yeah,
This-
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why people be sending
Yeah.
them out because no one
really
asks for
wants
that.
a
Yeah, it's
dick
just
pic.
like
Yeah.
and it's like, oh.
Dix is. Have you seen Alien? When that
Madsen. Oh,
when
now you
that-
have my
Oh,
number.
fucking damn it. Oh, man, it's got another text
I'm
from
gonna
Matt.
text you.
Oh, it's another dick.
Thanks for
Fuck.
having us on today, man. You just
Actually, funny
Can we
that.
come back on?
My Nick, who was on the other week talking about it, he lives with this American chick. I couldn't get the gist of the Snapchat, but this American chick got spammed an email of just a solid erect dick in her emails, man. In her emails, and this thing was like a forearm. Like, this was like
Girls
a
cannot
mandingo
escape
dick,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like it just fucking wraps around and just around the neck, like, and you're just getting strangled by dick pics.
I was gonna say, like, I think, like, whenever I
Send a dick pic.
whenever I send a dick pic or see a dick, I just think of the fucking alien from Alien that
Whenever I
busts
see
out
a
the guy's chest, you know. And it's like, that's what dicks look like. They're not good looking.
That's how it feels. That's how I feel. If I was a woman, oh man, I can't believe I'm talking about dick pics again. If I was a chick,
Yeah, we talk about shit.
Yeah.
You talk about dick
Dicks.
pics. Yeah.
You know, you're talking about dick pics on the Pile of Shit podcast.
It's just getting messy.
But
Yes.
yeah, man, that's how I would picture opening a dick. I'd be
Yeah.
like, fucking
Yeah.
Jesus,
Just
like, yeah, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but we have, like, I said
Not
it, man.
tonight, honey.
Yeah, guys are animals. That's why it happens. Like, it's still hard. Like, man, have you ever, like, I guess it's now, like, sometimes now when I go out, I'll just drink, and obviously I'm boring as fuck now because I'm like mid-20s. But I'll just stand in the back and I'll just like look at the room and pretend like David Attenborough is like commentary on this, and you just see like, fuck, I've got your fucking
just
So
right
let
on.
it out.
just burping right
Yeah.
in.
Saying our equipment, we can't be. But
man, nah, Liam can maybe. You just put it away.
Oh shit.
face masks.
No, but like you look at the room and you like analyze what's going on, and you're like, oh, this is a fucking jungle. Like, this is a
Totally,
jungle. You got
totally.
like dudes trying to eat other dudes, then other dudes trying to get laid, chicks trying to look good. You're just
Yeah.
like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
chicks running sometimes.
Yeah. Like
Trying to get away from.
we're
dudes.
still we're literally
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
still proper animals. Eh?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking weird.
But now all the bars and clubs are closed, so.
Yeah,
I think what you were saying before, you were like, maybe it's like a picture of an alternate future. Like, in
Yeah.
a way, like, if, whatever reason, Wall-E style, we're just like all sitting in our pods and just like
Yeah.
we can't go outside. It is a future that could a long time from now, but it is a vibe of a future because we have the internet.
For sure.
It is a
man.
vibe of a future that could happen. So
It's amazing what the internet
There you
does
go.
too. No, that's good.
number one.
I'm
Yeah,
into
yeah.
this now.
just right on
It's
there.
Big Shitty Hermit. So
It is.
we
You're
can
gonna
do.
have peaks on your audio.
Yeah, it's just gonna start flickering. Yeah, well, there was someone said, I was listening to Duncan Trussell and Joe Rogan last night as I was going to sleep, and I fucking love it when those guys they'll like just sit there and talk about conspiracies and shit. And Duncan Trussell made the point of like, what if we're living in an iPhone right now? Like, we are the iPhone. Like, everything is working as an iPhone, and we're currently getting updated, and that's what Corona is.
Sick.
Corona's the update, and we're all
Sick,
fucking
that's
like,
so good.
how the
Yeah.
fuck do we set this? And then we'll get to a point where we deal with it, and that's when the iPhone's updated.
Yeah.
And like all these worlds are just iPhones.
Well, when like old phones, like if you try and
gonna
update your operating system on like an iPhone 4,
Yeah.
it just crashes it.
That would be
Maybe they're the
horrible.
old people. Coronavirus is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
getting rid of the fucking.
The firmware is being
Yeah,
updated.
well,
So that sounds really insensitive.
Well, that's the thing, man. We got too comfortable. We got too my biggest worry I was looking at it the other day, and my biggest worry in a day was I going to get home in time to pick up like our meal delivery service, so it wasn't out of the fridge for too long.
Right.
That was our
Too
biggest
lucky.
worry.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, and then
and so quickly too. 2 weeks. So I mean, we're not there yet, but like that's the thing too. We can see the world and
Yeah.
how that's reacting. We can see Italy,
yeah,
and it's like holy shit. Like
yeah. There's like a little bit of
that's like a month.
yeah, and they're in front of us. And even
Yeah.
like I saw the Four Corners doco in Wuhan. It was like they were fucking welding people's doors shut and everything. I was like,
full lockdown.
that
Tell,
was wild,
what
man.
did you see in South Korea where they were just shot dead on sight?
North Korea.
Oh,
Oh,
North
yeah.
Korea. Sorry. Yeah.
North Korea.
North
Big
Korea.
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
North Korea first confirmed case of coronavirus. Shot immediately. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it's a
No.
headline.
Actually,
It was. Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
fucking.
They don't fuck around.
You know what's sad? That doesn't surprise me.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Come
you got Corona? I just come here. Come out back. Come on, mate.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be a bullet. It can be, this is we got the antidote.
Lethal
I'm
injection.
just joking. Oh my god. It's terrible.
Oh, here we go. We're going 3 idiots. We'll be on fucking news. 3 idiots think we should euthanize the world.
Yeah.
We're just spreading our virus, our podcast virus to you.
Well-
your podcast is just gonna be like.
Oh, don't worry. After the dick pic episode, man, it's only up from here. Trust me.
True. Yeah.
I had a mate message me like, dude, you talk about dicks a lot. And I was like, well, I can't disagree with you. There was a lot of dick and shaft chat, but I feel like that's just what happens.
You
like-
you talk about what you know.
Exactly. And if knowing
I know
dicks. I know dicks, man. Yeah.
Because I am one.
Yeah, I'm a huge, this is actually a sculpture of myself last time I was in Bali. Yeah,
Perfect
there you go.
likeness.
Yeah. But, oh, fuck. Well,
No, we talk about feces a lot.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
One
Noticed
that came out yesterday is literally titled "Pant Shitters Anonymous."
Yeah.
Because there's
Just talking about adult pant shitting.
Have you adult pants shit once before?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I
tune into Big Shitty Live.
yeah.
I brought the topic up because I thought it was something relatable. But
Yeah.
Kirby's like, nah, man, last time I shit my pants, I was like 6.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
What's that about?
And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah.
No, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Tell the
yeah,
story.
That fucking happens.
Yeah, it happened on the field once, man. I played a
'cause I've
football
stopped
game.
drinking.
I had probably. Yeah, actually, you know what? If you take away alcohol from the idea of me pooing my pants,
Yeah.
I probably only pooed my pants once.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he doesn't drink coffee, too. So, that, like, you know.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
You're full.
He's
You may
zen.
as well be straight edge,
Very
man.
zen, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
no sugar either. What the fuck?
Dude,
Trying to get healthy.
Yeah, man. You're good because, man, all the healthy shit at shops is still there, bro.
Exactly. Everyone's
No.
getting all the carbs.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like, oh, we'll get some wholemeal pasta. Oh, it's all there. Fuck. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
If you're gluten free, if you're vegan.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm living
Living
the
it.
dream.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
vegan?
Yeah.
Sick.
So I'm
Yeah,
just
right
going
on.
to the shops. I can get whatever the fuck I want. Everything's
Yeah.
there. We got
Yeah.
all the
Such
lentils
shit,
ready to
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Lock
Do
me
you
the
think
fuck down.
is like a way forward for the future? Obviously.
I don't know, man.
No,
I'm
like big future because I don't know any of the facts obviously, but like it was created in a meat market. Like they bred the thing.
yeah. Look,
Unsanitary, just
man.
livestock.
Yeah. Look, I think, man. I don't know.
I mean,
Sometimes
it's not going to happen, but If the world was vegan, it wouldn't.
Yeah, there'd be other things. Like, we'd probably
you're
like
right,
get
you're
some
right.
other fucking
We're
weird
filthy,
disease.
yeah.
We're disgusting.
There's
Humans are
still-
fucked, man.
yeah, you're
Like,
right.
it doesn't matter where you go, everyone's fucked. I mean, in terms of like heart disease and shit, that might go down. But at the same time, man,
You're
like,
right.
I know vegans that are so fucked. Like,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
eat like fake meat all the
Chippies.
fucking
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't
That's
come
not
at me.
completely healthy.
No, bro, like-
Beyond Burgers and
Lazy
shit.
veganism.
Oil, right?
Yeah, don't come at me with, I'm a
Yeah.
vegan, and I'm like, okay, when was the last time you had a broccoli? And they're like, oh, well, I
Yeah.
had this fake meat. I was like, okay, yeah, like, technically you are, but you're still probably gonna die.
Do you
Vegan
eat?
done right is the healthiest.
Do you
Yeah.
eat that corn? Is it
Yeah,
cute?
yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them have
egg.
like egg
Some,
and dairy in it.
yeah.
but-
All right, because there's also something like you look it up. For some reason, like I know what's up with all the foods that give you violent diarrhea and make you sick. Like there was the Haribo, like
the guy who
What's the
shoots
sugar
sugar-free.
about it?
Yeah. Dude, it was happening so frequently. I had to start looking shit up.
God damn it!
Smashed
All
in a
this food's
blanket.
making me
I don't want to
my-
shit my pants today. No, apparently like corn, it can fuck some people up. Like
Oh.
there's something in it that, yeah, it just doesn't agree with people and makes people violently ill.
That makes a lot of sense.
But there's like a small percentage. I don't know. I guess,
that stuff is like, lots of artificial shit in it, I guess.
but it's pretty
Yeah.
yummy.
Oh man, it's fucking lovely. But
Yeah.
like, people are like, yeah, no, you know, I'm gonna take it easy today. I'm gonna get a Rebel Whopper. I'm like, motherfucker, it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just one doesn't. It's still just as fucking bad for you.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm just lucky. I kind of cheat because obviously Kia's a dietitian,
Yeah,
so
lucky.
she's
That's
always
sick.
got me on the.
Yeah.
Like, I managed to do it overnight because she was just like, you need to have this and
Here's the
this
meal
and
plan.
this and
Yeah.
yeah, literally. So I kind of keep that quiet, but not now. So
Anyway, last time you shat yourself.
yeah.
Getting us
let's,
real topic.
let's
Alright,
get back to
Last time,
cut
it was.
that out.
This is like banging the gavel in the
Yeah,
courtroom.
yeah. Alright,
Just-
back-
I know you don't cut, but maybe this is the episode to start.
Nah, never, mate. Did
We're
you hit-
impressed by that. We just cut.
Oh, I'm just
Well, sometimes
like,
we get so fucking like zonked. We're just like,
Yeah.
how long do
Yeah.
you usually record for?
An
Like,
hour and a half.
hour and a
we
half.
cut down to average 30.
yeah, that's good though.
Yeah, I don't know. We love it because it's just like all the funny shit. But you know, this is a different vibe because you're witnessing a conversation.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
podcast, you
Yeah,
know?
but no, there's
But we're
something.
just like.
But there's something about yours that I really am kind of jealous about. Like the fact that you both are there. Like it's like you can get to know you got a very like Hamish and Andy
We've
vibe.
known
You know
each
what I
other
mean?
since like
high school.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We were just building on chemistry.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. Because like, you know, I've got a couple mates who are definitely keen, but I don't think any of them would be really keen to like buy into like I had a mate of mine who was super keen. He wanted to do all the production stuff. He actually works for Sky News, and then he ended up getting moved to Melbourne or Sydney for a while, and then me being like a piece of shit because I was like, oh, you know, I'll wait till he gets back, and it got to a point where I was like, I don't think he's coming back. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to do this on my own, and then I did a couple by myself, obviously, and it was when I got my first guest on. My first guest was actually Kia. I was like, this is so much better than like by myself is okay, but yeah, I don't know, man. Doing the partner
I've never
thing,
done it, so
it's weird, man, because there's this odd pressure on you that if you stop talking, like for example, if I stop talking,
Just crickets.
you get the silence, and then someone will go, oh yeah, and then this. But like for me, it's like also
And so you
Stats
got notes here or just Pornhub open?
there sometimes Pornhub. There it is.
Just on mute.
It's just on, yeah, it's actually on chickswithdicks.com.
This
Man.
is your studio. We're happy to just go with whatever.
Yeah, dude, if you want to, we'll put it up. Do you write notes? Do you boys sit down
Well,
and just be like,
okay, so no, wait. The first two episodes we didn't,
Yeah.
and we just winged it, and then it got to a point where like we noticed that the lulls were getting like.
No, dude. Even the first couple, I had like.
In the
4,
first
like,
one, you had
possible
notes?
things to bounce on. Yeah, I remember.
Well, see, he never told me that, so I just came in with no notes.
Yeah.
and I
He
was-
was winging it. I was like, Neil Young released an album or whatever my bullshit was.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
like,
think so. I did like the
Just
like
like-
brilliant beer reviews or
yeah.
something. So it was always that one thing that was like
Jumping off point.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I guess get back to the beers.
Right,
But they got to a point where I think I was actually finding it got in the way of like good conversations
Yeah.
because my brain would then go like, oh
Back
fuck,
to-
we
you
got
gotta
3
bring it
beers
back.
to review.
Yeah,
We need
yeah.
to fucking do that. And you're like,
Yeah.
You can't just riff.
Yeah. I think and then I think listening to like a lot of like comedy podcasts, you're like, fuck, just riffing's like the funniest thing. Like when
Yeah.
you're just talking shit, like there'd be times where I was like, oh, should I really talk about dicks all the time? But then I was like, fuck it, it's pretty funny. Like, overall.
I know you guys like Chris D'Elia, and he's the king. I'm just like, I'll laugh the whole time. And I'm like, how does he do it? He's just like, I know he's a producer in the room. Maybe it's just that guy. And he's just like, I'm going to make you laugh.
Yeah, but there's even like the Two Bears, One Cave. There's the producer, they put a mic on, but the mic's distant, so you can hear him like laughing. The background laughing. And they did an episode where they took the laughing out, and they literally were like, bring back the laughing. Like, it's like low audio quality laughing, and they're still like...
one audience member.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So yeah, it's fucking good. Do you find you're getting like a little bit of a cult behind Big Shitty Life? Because
we've got some like loyalist fans. Yeah,
it's
weird.
Say a thing from in the middle of the podcast instead of the supercut, because we have friends who just listen to the supercut, and I'm like, fuck you, you're not a real friend. What's that about? But we'll get someone who has a tidbit from the middle, and we're like, yeah.
It's weird. It's funny though. It's funny though. I don't know if you've experienced the same thing, but like your closest friends don't fucking listen to your podcast. But it's like the people that you've met a handful of times out and about who are just like...
It's easier to access it as entertainment if you don't know them personally. It's like,
they shoot you a message, or you see them in public and they're like, I've been listening to Big Shitty Life. Just like...
It's nice getting that, eh? You're like, what the fuck? Why would you want to listen to me?
Exactly. I've met you a handful of times, but right on.
Well, even down
now you know way too much about me.
Yeah, well, that likewise, man. It's odd when...
I listened to episode 1, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, fucking hell.
Lives at Newstead.
That was fucking... That was... God damn it! No. Did you just fucking dox me, boy?
And the addresses.
We beep all the time. I'm sorry.
Fuck, no.
No, dude, it was on episode 1.
Yeah. Fucking come find me, bitches. Come find me. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like I think it's you probably like be the same. Well, you know, people that I've met through it is fucking sick. Like, man, I think about like a year ago before I started this, I would have never come in contact with some people that I've spoken to, or like some people that I've had discussions on with, like you know, random like someone will be like, oh yeah, I always accidentally lie. Like that was one of my things that went a little bit viral was like when you accidentally get into a conversation and be like, yeah, I've done that. In your head you're like, I've never fucking done that. That sort of got up, and a couple people messaged me like, oh yeah, hey man. And it's like, I don't know, it's odd because you know, I started this with no ambition at all. I just started this because I was like, fuck it, I'm bored, man. And I play games all the time, and I'm like, what's something that I can do?
Now we're coming up on your tail, just ready to take you
mate,
down.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm like, take me the fuck down.
Coming up on your tail.
Yeah. Right in. We could do a train together. With me in the middle.
Human caterpillar.
Yeah. Do you want it to go? Do you feel like, because you're probably like me, you don't give. It's like, what happens happens.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
I'd love to build sort of like similar to what they have in like LA, like US, all these guys that like go on each other's. I'd love to have that in Brisbane.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, because honestly, out of everything, I think we're the only ones that I know of. Hopefully, maybe this might like uncover a couple, but we're the only ones that really just record talking shit. Like there's no, like, I guess like I call it like social commentary. There's nothing, there's no substance really to it besides just having a yarn with like your mates.
Well, our thing was we just like, we always want to get to the funny shit. That's why we cut out, if we have a podcast, cut out lots of, we sometimes get deep and shit. We're like, just cut it. We cut like 20 minutes of like
too in depth.
Talking about beat poetry or something.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like hilarious, deep. We're talking about death and what happens when you die. And also dick jokes.
People hear enough of that like morbid shit. We just cut that stuff.
That was my thing too. Like I've been told a couple times, and like I don't personally think I'm that funny, but some people are like, oh, you know, I was having a shit day, and then I heard the story you told about fucking, I don't know, you being pissed off.
My day got worse.
Yeah, like, and then I wanted to fucking die.
Your story as well, my shit story and your story. Why do I listen?
Yeah, it's so hard for me. Like even posting memes and shit. Like I'm trying to make memes, and I'm like, all my humor's around coronavirus.
We'll teach you a few things.
Bro, your memes are fucking so good.
Do you want one?
Oh, bro, that would be amazing.
Do you want a meme?
Yeah, I'd love a meme. I showed Kia as you guys were coming over. I showed her the memes you posted. Like, we're coming on the the dating one, the proposal one.
Oh yeah.
Man,
That's
it
his
was
masterpiece.
funny.
I'm there.
He's
Yeah.
the-
I do the mobile phone edits.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, man.
I do the classic like text memes, but yeah.
Man, I love it. Like you actually, you boys actually inspired that out of me. Like I do now,
Yeah,
putting the
killing
memes
it.
on
Yeah,
for
get
like
it.
different episodes. Like I did the Drake meme the other
Yeah.
day where it was like listening to coronavirus.
Not
news,
gonna lie, dude, I
listening to
saw
shit
it.
set.
Yeah,
I saw it and I
yeah.
was like, did he do memes before?
Yeah.
Like,
I-
like,
We're influencers now, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I was
Oh,
happy
fuck
about
yeah.
it. I was like, yeah,
Man,
let's do this.
yeah, fucking oath, dude. I loved it, man. And it's something that's like, that's how a lot of people fucking advertise now.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
everyone advertises through memes. Like,
Yeah.
if you advertise, like, I
'Cause
was
it's-
watching fucking Channel 9 News the other day, and I saw an advertisement. I was like, this fucking sucks balls. Like, who advertises like this anymore?
Yeah. Because it's not like down your throat as an advertisement. It's funny. And
Yeah.
It's like,
I think humor's the new way of, like,
Yeah, well,
influence. Like, you need to be
you know,
funny.
like, watch this thing, like, just ramming it down your throat. You're like, you know, the entertainment's there in a way.
yeah, for
already.
sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
My go-to like memeage is just put our faces on other people.
Dude, it's so,
That's-
but it's so
it's really
fucking funny.
basic.
So what I
The
did.
sillier and not funnier it appears, the funnier it is to us.
Yeah.
Actually.
Isn't
Yeah,
it ironic
yeah.
how it's like if you make it shittier,
Yeah.
it's actually funnier?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I for my mate did 2 seasons in Canada, so we didn't see him for 2 years. But his 21st came up, so we went to like Naughty But Nice, got a porn mag. But in all like the really rough porn scenes, we cut our faces out and put ourselves
Oh,
on them,
nice.
so we all look like we're getting fucked.
Yeah.
And we sent it to him, and it was, when you looked at it, like, you're like, this isn't that funny, but he opened it and he was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, they're like terrible fucking Facebook photos,
Yeah.
like where we look drunk or something. So we're like, and then we're getting like butt fucked. Or
He's gonna keep that till he's in the 60s.
Oh man, well, he still has it.
Family
man. Still
heirloom.
has it. Oh, here's Uncle Matson. Look at him.
Poor little Johnny. Wasn't ready for that.
No. Have you recorded an episode yesterday?
No, dude, this is something we have to get on top of because that episode is almost a month old.
Oh, okay.
Because we release fortnightly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And we've got
just
one in the bank.
realized in
Okay,
the last
yeah.
week that maybe we should, because for no reason we were recording, then editing the last one, and then releasing that one, and then by that point it's a month old. So coming up, we're gonna record, edit, release, just because we're not doing the weekly thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was just something that we like. It was a schedule that we didn't choose. We just fell into it. But
Yeah.
now, like, there's been a couple of times, like on was it not the one that we just released, but the one that we released before that we got fan mail.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
dude, what?
Yeah,
That's so
and
dope.
yeah, so and we were like opening it. We were like, let's open it on the thing. But then we realized, like, for people, like for that fan who sent the fan mail, they would have had to have waited a month to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there was a few things that made us start thinking, like, maybe we should post more, kind of.
Yeah,
You know?
it makes no difference to our schedule to record, edit, release. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
start
yeah.
doing that. But
Yeah.
It's odd because at the same time you're like, you're not getting paid. Like you need to prioritize. Like I find, like even this week,
You're weekly, and you got, like, full
yeah,
time.
man.
Yeah,
it's
fuck, that's
fucking
crazy,
hard,
man.
So like even this week,
We just didn't.
or like
We're slack.
well, I started. There was a time where I like stopped for like 4 months because I was
Yeah.
just like, how the
Oh,
fuck
you
do I
did?
do this,
There you go.
man?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was tough. And then I don't know. I got to a point where I was like, this makes me happy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
fuck, I need to keep doing this
Yeah.
because like even this week, man, I came home yesterday. I was in such a foul mood because I knew I hadn't recorded. Like it didn't feel good not to record. Like I always feel like I get a lot off my chest when it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
therapy session.
Totally.
So not recording was like a fucking killer, but at the same time, like it was almost impossible. Like work was so hectic this week, and you'd probably get the same sort of thing. It's like fuck,
Well,
like
things are moving so quickly, so by the time our podcast gets out, like we have nothing in there about the virus at all. Like
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just
it's. I think that's the thing that
Topical
people-
times.
Yeah, people don't realize like if you do like a podcast about social, like if you do it about a specific topic, you could do a fucking, if you're a gym person, you do like you could do a topic on deadlifting whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like deadlifting is not going anywhere.
Right.
But like for us, because
Yeah.
a lot of our content's like what's in the news.
Yeah.
If we're releasing things later, it's like you know, that could be gone or the
Still
information's
works,
different.
but it's just like
still
a
works.
step back into the past. And it's like, oh
Yeah, and you kind of have
so
to
if
like,
we can lessen that gap.
yeah,
why
like
not?
to make like broad comedy or some shit. I don't
What do
know.
you do? Like
Um,
record like and then edit release.
Mine's like, so mine's
'Cause you
probably
don't-
like a 3-day
yeah.
turnaround. So,
Nice.
but to be fair, man, mine's, there's no cutting. It's
Exactly.
30
Yeah.
minutes audio, 30 minutes video, put it together, edit it, like intro, outro, that's it.
We have a whole nother day for that.
Yeah, so this one will probably be a little bit more because obviously you got to cut through the cameras, but like at the same time, it's still like, you know, if we have a open dialogue where it's like you and me and us talking like back and forth, it'll just be that camera. So there's no editing. It's just like I don't bleep anything. I think I had to bleep one word because Klutzy, who's one of the Brent Beard boys, dropped the C-bomb, and I was like, probably should take that out just in case.
Okay, it's good to know that at this point, that's the limit on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we broke.
Oh, see, I'm at the same
On
time
our
though.
episode, it's one certain episode, we just like, there's a 10-minute span of just constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't care. But, like, all it takes is for some people like, oh, you can't say that word. I'm like, yeah, well, fuck it. All right, I'll just take it out.
Well, ours was topical. Like we were talking about something that you saw an ad campaign. It's not like we were just like, fucking, you know, like.
It's not how we talk.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's-
no,
yeah, it's hard. Sometimes I'll drop ones, like, here and there, for sure, man. It's like when you're around, like, you know, your mates.
It
And
is
you're
the
like,
cliche of Australians, but
it is, right? Like,
It
you
is
kind
kinda
of buy
true.
into it and you're like, fuck it, whatever. This, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, it's hard. But I guess, like, yeah, if you're dropping, if you,
Just
it's
to
one of
be
those-
clear, the C word is carrot.
yeah,
That's what we're talking about.
it's
Yeah.
condamine.
It's can't.
It's can't. It's corona.
You fucking can't say that
you
on
can't.
this
That is the
podcast.
new C
You
word.
are a huge
Corona?
can't
Can't
tell the
say it.
difference between.
COVID-19.
Yeah,
Oh,
mate,
that's
that's the new
the
fucking
new
C
C
word.
word.
Have
Yeah.
you heard any sick conspiracies?
I was looking.
Chemtrails.
Yeah,
We always come back to
fucking
chemtrails.
Fuck, I've had.
Look it up.
What are they gonna
Chemtrails.
do? What are they gonna
Review.
do when there's no planes? What's gonna happen to the chemtrails, man?
We're gonna have to start thinking for ourselves.
Fuck, we're gonna have to start spraying people with the chemtrail. I'm actually
Yeah.
a chemtrail sprayer. That's my
Oh,
second.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually
You're
go.
pro
with-
chemtrails
yeah,
too.
yeah, pro
Yeah,
chemtrails.
pro chemtrails.
Yes.
Pro.
In a
Both
shitty
of that.
helmet is pro chemtrails.
We're gonna clip that up for hours.
Dude, I can't wait. You guys can fucking have the footage, go to town,
Yeah,
cut
fuck
it up,
yeah.
whatever the fuck you want, man.
Just gonna have cut
Yeah.
certain words so that you are saying like
Yeah,
like-
cut me up so I say like really terrible things.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Like
whole
what they did to
Asian
Isaac
segment-
Hayes on South Park, where they took the chef and they just made him say heinous things. We're gonna do that to you.
Big Shitty Life is the best podcast.
The best, the best, the best, the best.
Mine sucks.
I didn't even say the word sucks. Now we just put
There you go.
S-U-C-K together.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
man.
another day of editing.
Did you get the obviously like the Big Shitty Life came from the song?
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah.
I fucking like when I saw it. I'm glad because I immediately got that. I immediately started singing it in my head, and I was like, "Oh,
Mad
sick!"
effects.
Like,
yeah.
do people like not know? Like they're just like,
Oh,
"Oh, does living in the
honestly,
city suck
like-
balls?"
Yeah, I don't know the vibe.
Oh man, that's unreal. See, even that shit, man, I can't do
Blown
that.
out bass.
I can't do that. Like, but the blown out bass is like king of
funny.
memes, right?
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I accidentally did that. I didn't even know
was like, how
that.
do
This
you
is
know?
the funny thing. Like Kirby is, I would say, the king of memes. Like he knows his meme shit. Like his meme culture,
Meme
he
scholar.
gets
Me,
it.
he's a
Meme
meme
scholar.
lord.
I'm
Lord's
kinda-
got
I'm-
LAWD.
Meme lord 420.
Yeah, I'm like a millennial trapped. No, sorry, I'm a boomer trapped in a millennial's
And that's
body.
the-
Yeah.
And so
We-
I'm
we
just like
often
fucking
breach
around
that
on my
Just this
phone.
meme.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
meme.
This meme, and then I'm like, oh fuck, the bass is blown out, and Kirby's
Here
like,
goes
nah,
the
dude.
boomer again. Yeah.
Fucking boomer.
It's meant
Yeah.
to be like that.
Fucking boomer. Do you ever do you
Boomer
boys
living
ever
in a millennial's
have you
body.
guys had an argument yet over the podcast?
No, well, have we?
No, we just like have.
Can you film it when you do?
discussions?
Yeah, we have
like,
discussions.
no, it must be released now.
Just
No,
quietly.
no.
You
mean like while filming?
no, just.
Yeah, just
oh,
beat
but I was just
about-
gonna say
Yeah.
you could do like a skit where you just beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Skits scare me. Cause like we're funny when we can just riff, but I don't know about like.
I don't know,
having to do
but
a thing.
every now and then I'm like, it would be cool to like do some skits.
Yeah.
I don't
Mate,
know. I just
if
feel
you
like,
always want to skit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
down to skip.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Skits,
down to
skits are
skip.
fun.
Just write something. See
We
what
could be like the
happens.
new
No
Churdleys
pressure.
and Trevor Wallace, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are so low pressure that it's
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
they're so funny, but it's literally like they're just laughing in the shot and they're not trying. But
It's
that's
so
what makes it
good, man.
so
Have you
fun.
seen the one where it's like there's this like fuck, I don't know.
Chudley's fucking.
Oh, I love the thing about Churdleys that got them so many views. Their female friends are so attractive.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, people would
There you
watch
go.
it for the chicks for sure. And they had that. What's that dude with the bowl cut? I don't know his name.
I love that little
But
scene,
he started like a rap career from those videos.
Oliver Tree.
That's it, Oliver
Yeah.
Tree, man. Oh, what the
He's a
fuck?
I don't know
thing.
what the fuck you guys
Yeah,
are talking about. I'm
Oh,
so
bro,
out of
this,
it.
This guy.
Pull it
Oliver
up.
Tree
Yeah.
is a scooter
Can you
riding.
pull that up,
bowl cut
Jamie?
wearing,
Okay, cool. I'm also Oliver. Okay.
jorts.
Oh,
No. What are the
This guy.
huge ass jeans wearing badass?
this dude.
Oh,
Bro, he
Oh.
like literally started a proper rap career from
Yeah.
it.
he
That
he's
tells you all you need to know.
he's kind of giving me like a white Danny Brown vibe.
Dude, it's so funny. And he rides a scooter.
Well, he's riding is that a pear with a bowl cut?
huge.
What's that
And there's a
one?
pair with it's a
It's a-
chick with a bowl cut.
Oh, it's a it's a
yeah,
chicken.
man.
It's a
Go
pear.
through and like look at all this shit, man. It's
Okay.
so fucking funny. Like he does this one where he like recruited like a pro scooter rider to like dub for him when he'll ride into a jump looking
Really?
like a fucking idiot.
Oh,
and then
right,
he'll
and
cut
then
the
he'll
scene
cut.
and they'll do like a bri flip or whatever the fuck it's called and then
Right.
That completely destroys my entire universe.
but at the
You
same
thought he
time
was a
I thought it was.
Nah,
Damn.
fuck man. Their shitty editing didn't get you.
Oh god. Yeah, you guys keep going.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Dude, can we appreciate the fact that you're wearing a global anxiety shirt right now?
Yeah, yeah.
That is fucking unreal. Looks like we're all completely fucked. That is where did you get that from?
Shout out Freak Street.
Freak Street. So our buddy who we went to high
He
school
made this
with.
months ago.
Holy
but it's so fitting.
shit.
Yeah. So
Bro,
you know.
can yeah, I'll link that shit down.
You know the artwork that's
Yeah.
behind us in our
Yeah.
podcast. So
That's our
our
friend
buddy's
from
an
high school.
artist and
Yeah.
Is he
illustrator.
Brisbane based?
Yeah.
Brisbane
Dude,
based. He lives in
in
Sydney at
Sydney.
the moment,
Oh
though.
fuck
Yeah.
shit. What's his Instagram? Shout him out.
Freak Street.
Freak Street. At Freak Street.
3 E's.
Three
Yeah.
E's.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love that shirt.
His
Yeah.
shit is so good. This is all hand drawn shit.
That's
yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hand drawn.
And he screen prints it
does,
himself.
You know, computer stuff as
Mate,
well.
I
but,
rate that. I love
this
that
is
shit.
his illustration. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's so
He's
fucking
got so
funny.
much good shit, and
Yeah.
like, he's been on a big Japan trip as well.
Oh,
Like, I mean,
fuck
like,
yeah.
yeah, well,
Like he's
obviously
back
the
now.
one
He's
behind
safe.
us-
He's okay.
I mean, like a trip is in like drawing lots of Japanese stuff, but like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that one behind us. I think it says world domination, but
He's
you
he's
know.
into like what's it called? What's the Japanese like the 80s kind of plastic
Yeah,
monster
yeah,
toys
yeah.
like Kujai or something?
Lots of,
I can't remember, but I went to
Drawing
Japan with him
cities
last
and
time,
shit.
and he had to buy a fucking separate suitcase to fit all of his toys back.
Fuck man, some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate James, who does all my anime tattoos. He's a massive into Japan. Whenever he goes, man, he just froths out. Like I love the place.
Japan's
man.
great, man.
I go there. Like I think I've been there like 5 times. And, like I'd love to live there. Like we got a friend of ours, Kate. She lives there. She's the one that I always post like Instagram videos. She like lives in there and like what it's like for like a chick from Australia living there.
Nice.
And dude, it's so interesting, man. It's fucking wild, eh?
Yeah.
Like I had a friend because I like play football, like soccer, and all the Japanese guys come over and do uni here and play for our teams.
Yeah.
Dude, they are like when they come, they're so innocent, and when
Yeah.
they leave, they're so wild, dude.
Yeah.
They're just like fuck yeah,
Different
like
culture.
Well, yeah, they know how to party, but they're
Oh,
like
man.
so civil. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
it,
whereas
yeah.
Australians just like, like
see,
they're just fucking
yeah,
gross.
Japanese
but-
people know how to hide their binge drinking. Like,
Yeah, they do.
drink so
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
but they
yeah.
always
Yeah.
look so like, man. You go to in what country do you go to karaoke and it's all you can drink for an hour?
Yeah.
Oh.
The
yeah.
lady said to me, like, I was like, what about Vodka Rebels? And she goes, yeah, anytime you pick up phone, just, Vodka Rebel. I was like, what? Do you understand what this means to someone like me
Yeah.
who's a piece of shit? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, can I have 3? Yeah, but there's only one of you in there.
Karaoke,
Yeah, no, I got
Yeah.
3 imaginary friends.
Yeah.
One time I left and I forgot which room I was in. I left my jacket in a room, but I was actually still wearing the jacket, so I didn't leave it anywhere. And I
Oh.
literally opened the door and there was
Classic
this
Matson.
8 Japanese girls looking at me like I had just kicked down their home and I started a home invasion. I
Oh
was
no.
Like, I was like, no, sorry, just looking for my jacket. And they were just like, what the fuck? Like this girl was mid-song, just
And you
dropped
know-
her mic.
What it sounded like to them was just,
Yeah. I'm Godzilla. Oh, dude, it's yeah.
Oh, Centauri Highball. That's what I miss. I like the Centauri Highball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. The
Ooh.
whiskey and soda water.
7-Eleven drinks,
Really?
apparently.
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Where'd you
200
go when
yen.
you were there?
All over the place, man. Like me and Ben, we started in Tokyo.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't enjoy Tokyo that much. This is the weird thing about the podcast.
Big city life.
It's bringing it back to the podcast in a weird way. Is I'm quite introverted. Like I'm not a super social person. But like this, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like a new frontier for me.
That's cool though. See, for me, I'm in this like I go out and stuff like that. But dude, every time, like Tom Segura says it the best. Every time I go out, I think to myself, "Fuck, I want to be at home."
Yeah.
Well, like you were saying, like you kind of go out and you stand at the back of the bar and just observe.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that's
not a big.
No,
I
yeah.
like to chat. That's as bad as it sounds. Like I don't smoke, but I go to the smokers because everyone wants to talk there, and I'm like, I would much rather do that than be fucking
Than just
jigging
like-
around with a fuckwit. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we started in Tokyo. That stressed me out. There was just so many people. Kyoto, fucking loved Kyoto. Would
favorite
live there
city
in a
in the world,
heartbeat.
man.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyoto, and then we did a bunch of rural shit. Like we went Kamakochi, which is like the Japanese Alps kind of area. Matsumoto, it's kind of in the basin of the Alps.
Yeah, I go through there to get to Hakuba.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Fuji Yoshida, but yeah.
You right, bro? Is that Corona
it's
creeping
just-
up on you?
Just put me to sleep.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, keep going, Liam. Sorry.
He's just like, you're saying all these names totally wrong.
Do you?
I remember bullets.
I am
Oh,
Asia.
fuck yeah,
I've
get
been
in.
all over Asia. No,
Did you,
I've never been to Japan.
You've never been?
Yeah.
Would you go?
Japan is in
Japan's been in me.
Hey,
Oh, I'd
actually,
love to. Yeah.
what do you do when your guest needs to go to the bathroom?
If you go just out there through the thing, just realize the camera's turned off. That's fine.
Okay,
You can just
cool.
go around and in that door there.
All right, sweet.
While you're doing that, Kirby, you're holding it down by yourself, bro. I just need to turn this camera.
Really?
Well,
This camera's on.
I want to thank Inner City Herman for having us on. It's been a blast.
I've actually been
We're on again.
like storing this up. I ate a Vindaloo last night.
Oh.
I had 6
Sick.
instant coffees.
Liam's-
I'm gonna bomb your toilet. Man.
Bro, just don't use the toilet paper.
Oh,
There's a shower next door. Just douche yourself in there. Yeah, in there, bro. Yeah. Fuck,
What's up?
this is the best bit about the podcast because
Yeah.
I get a little bit drunk.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just stop giving a fuck about the
Yeah.
cameras and it's all the chat. This is the part where a couple people have told me where it gets better.
Yeah.
Because
you're just like,
You're just like, you get a little bit looser. Because were you a bit sketch about coming on, like not meeting someone and being like, what the fuck are we gonna talk about?
oh yeah, but no. At the same time, I was like, we're just gonna have fun and just like be
Yeah.
chaotic because like that was even the vibe of ours.
Oh,
And we
it's
just
the best.
found. I mean, like we were like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And then we just found it. So I was like,
Yeah, I think that's when there's no structure, it's actually better. Like there's no pressure involved,
Yeah.
and at the same time, like none of us are making any money. Who the fuck cares? If
Yeah,
people stop
exactly.
listening, who cares?
Yeah.
That's the best fun about it, I think.
that being said, if anyone wants to sponsor us, you're more
Yeah,
than-
I'm
yeah.
keen to be. We could sponsor each other.
Just do a fake ad read.
Oh, dude,
Skittles.
I would love. That was actually a thought that I had.
Yeah.
Like, find some dumb fuck product and do a
Yeah.
fake ad read on it. But like, just be brutally honest. Like,
Yeah,
this product could be good if you wanted to shoot yourself in the fucking face. You know what I mean?
We'll get them, man. Just keep grinding.
Yeah.
They got to be for local products. Like, that was the whole thing about we got to find some local beef. You got to find like a fucking local product that's small.
Man, I love.
Not that they're gonna pay you, but
you know who I've tried to call out so many times.
No.
Isaac Butterfield.
Is it bad that I don't? I've seen the name.
He's got a beard.
feel
Look,
bad now.
personally, I think he's hilarious. Pretty much the
Comedian.
same. Yeah, comedian.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's got a big
That's why I've
beard.
seen
Always
the name.
talks about controversial shit. But in my head, I'm like, if this dude can fuck me up,
He's
I
Australian?
will get.
Oh, there you
I'll
go.
get so many
With a
views.
podcast?
Yeah. No. Oh, he does a podcast, but he just does like he does like viral sort of videos that
Yeah.
he just sort of rants about shit. There he is. First one there. This guy. So like he'll just like rant about
Yeah, I've
like
seen
when
this guy.
virgins attack. He
Yeah.
hates vegans.
Oh, he's getting big views.
Yeah, man, he's a killer. Like
It's not
he's
gonna
honestly
happen,
a killer.
bro.
He literally, yeah, bro.
You have to go like
he
you
won't
have to
give a
burn
fuck
an
about
effigy
me.
on your podcast.
Yeah, but like he fucking grills vegans, and everyone's like, "Oh, do you hate him?" I was like, "No, he's fucking funny,
Yeah,
dude."
exactly.
Like, he's literally, because I think what people don't realize is 90% of vegans are fuckwits.
Yeah.
Like they are. You can't lie about it. Like you know, like I was stuck in traffic for so long. Liam, you don't have to. You can.
There he is. I hope you didn't flush, bro. I hope you left it.
Yeah, did
I
you
took a
leave it?
selfie in there.
Oh, good. It's like a tea bag, man. Just let it sit for a while and
Marinate.
bro. Did you take a photo of your shit?
No, I took a selfie in there.
Can you post that?
Yeah.
Can you post that and something about how I'm a fuckwit or something? Just taking an inner city hermit in the toilet.
Don't you be looking to get a writing credit on our memes?
Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
dude.
I just want to be in the
back
memes, man.
Yeah,
I just want to be in the memes.
Meme city. Big memey life.
Big memey life. Trying to get by.
So what the fuck were you guys talking about when I was
We
going?
were actually talking about how much of a fuckwit you were.
Yeah, I was like, I never really wanted
this
to do
introverted
the podcast
piece of shit.
with this guy.
I heard everything.
Wait,
Yeah.
so does that mean I can come on yours?
We'll have
No.
to set up that.
No, I mean like,
It's a
jizz
lot
on it.
logistically.
Like,
Look at you. Nah.
fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Straight up, no.
I'm gonna come on and just ruin it. Be like, I'm just gonna be there making like quaffle. Like,
Well, in a lot of the episodes, we just like shout out random people. Like Keanu Reeves, come on the podcast, but he has to sit right between us.
oh, dude, you know how funny it would
On
be
that
if
little
you
couch.
can you like
You
fucking.
just be squished
I
in
feel
between us.
like a dick because I feel like I'm like, oh, you should do this, but it's because I'm like, fuck, this would be funny. Like just like Photoshop him sitting in between you while you talk about it.
We should.
Dude,
Fuck, that would be unreal.
The park bench one.
blow the bank
Just-
on that.
Yeah.
If
We
I
got-
was not like technically fucking dumb, like technology dumb,
You're doing
I
great,
would
man.
love to
You got
like
a TV?
yeah,
It's
look
on?
at dude, look
Yeah.
at this, and
Yeah.
it's on, and look at look at the mic, yeah.
Made this in Microsoft Word.
Close. I'm Word 98.
Wow.
Yeah,
98,
I actually
wow.
used Comic Sans as the writing, but it changed it because it said
Initially?
Comic Sans
Yeah.
sucks balls. So.
Oh.
But dude, I'd love to do like a fake podcast where I just take audio from famous people
Yeah.
and like green screen them in
Yeah.
and like pretend that I'm talking to them.
I swear to God, that's like what they do on like the Today Show and shit, where there's who's that fucking plastic looking motherfucker who like is meant to be the Hollywood correspondent?
Richard fucking
Wilkins.
Wilkins.
Wilkins,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
Richard
got the
Wilkins,
corona.
where he's like, "So what was it like making your new movie?" And then it like cuts to like you can tell he's on a green screen, and then it cuts to someone who's actually in a sound studio like talking, and it's just like you've just fucking superimposed yourself
Wait, could
into
you
a
imagine
pre-existing
if
interview.
you didn't realize things were green screens?
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
so many people don't. Like I had a
Their
conversation
audience?
with it. Like okay, I had a conversation with this dude once at the pub. So he was already fucked, but he was like, "Yeah, man, it's crazy that they find these places to film like Avengers in." I'm like,
Oh shit.
"You
Yeah.
mean like the
Sound
green
studio.
screen,
Yeah.
the sound studio? Like, what do you think? Do you think there's actually a place that looks like fucking
Yeah.
like?"
It's called Fox Studios.
Yeah.
That could be anywhere.
It's funny how they'll go to Movie World, see the studios, and still be like, I wonder where they filmed Avatar. You're like,
in space.
Fuck, yeah,
That's different. That
clearly
one,
in
that
space.
one is
man.
completely real, no green screen.
Yeah.
They found that alien race. And
Of course, boys, we've been going for an hour and so.
wow, it's
what do you
got
want to
like
do?
10 minutes.
Damn.
Do you wanna
as
keep
long
going?
As
Do you
long
wanna
as
chill
you
it?
go, man. Whatever. For your
I don't know. What's your longest episode?
Well, if we hit 120, we
you
go
wanna
the
break
longest.
5
110.
hours?
Let's go 10 more minutes. Let's
10
go
more minutes? Yeah, 10 more minutes.
Let's just have a nap for part of it, and then like it'll be like
Yeah.
a 3-hour podcast.
What's your plan for the like? Are you with the quarantine or the fucking social distancing shit, which I clearly have made you adhere to between this?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, are you gonna like? Do you reckon you should stay at home, or what are you guys gonna do?
Not yet,
Yeah, I feel like it's.
but like.
What's the
No,
government
I
told
don't
us?
know,
Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, can we? Man, I
think
went
it's
walking
necessary
along Tenerife.
eventually,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think personally it should be, but it's like.
Yeah.
I went walking along Tenerife and I've never seen more people walking. Like
What?
everyone's outdoors doing exercise,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, so this is what it's taken people
Yeah.
to do exercise.
At least we're not going to like big venues. We're not going to footy games.
Yeah.
Like, that's a step, but yeah, you know,
It's
it's
confusing.
just gonna keep
eh?
building the numbers and
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. Yeah.
It's fucking weird. It's the
What
weirdest
shits me
time.
is the people. we've been doing this all along. 10 tips from an introvert to help you during your quarantine time. And I'm
Right?
like, shut up.
Now
Who cares?
now who's fucking wild for playing Pokemon 24/7?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Go have fun at your club, you dogs.
I've been doing it.
Yeah, that's me.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Mate, you could be the next Tony Robbins, like talking about what it's like to be an introvert and how to avoid people.
Yeah, I do generally avoid a lot of people. Pretty successfully too.
Mate, you never realize. I think the thing that makes you realize you're introverted is being in an apartment with a lift. I will purposely.
I've never lived in an apartment.
Fuck, man. I literally had a conversation with someone the other day. Well, I wouldn't call it a conversation. He said hello to me, and I said, "G'day, mate. Yep,
And
cool.
you were like,
How
"Fuck
are you?"
off.
Yeah, and then in my head, I just stood there and I was like, "I enjoy this silence. I'm good with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This is fine." And
Maybe
he,
just
I could
silent
hear
a
him like this. I could hear him like.
Thinking
So, what do you think about the coronavirus? And I'm
shitting
like,
himself.
Shut the fuck up. I'm good with silence, bro. Yeah. Like, did you just shit your pants? So did you just shit your pants?
You tell me.
You just cough on him? What do you think about the coronavirus? Yeah, it's good, man.
The more the merrier, I always say. No, dude, it's just all up in the air, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
man.
I don't know. I'm keen for a lockdown eventually.
Oh, dude. Animal
I'm
Crossing just
keen-
came out.
Yeah.
I'm good, bruh.
I'm keen for Corona.
I'm
Yeah.
Hashtag keen for Corona.
Yeah.
Corona.
I said shut it down.
If
Keen
it
for
means
corona.
staying safe, it means stopping the spread. Obviously, yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
But
I think at the moment the government, like,
Yeah.
is getting serious.
Yeah.
The government is like prioritizing the economics of this country
Oh, for sure.
at the moment, and rather than the people saving. Like, when you listen to 612 or like some non-biased,
Yeah. Which is very hard to come by these days.
yeah, some non-biased journalism, they're talking to everyone from both sides of, whatever. Like, all of the medical professionals, professors, scientists, and the rest of the globe are like, Australia, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Lock this shit down.
Italy's like only like 3 weeks ahead in terms of, right? Like,
But you got to take into consideration as well, like, that Italy has a condensed
Smaller.
population. Yeah,
Yeah,
smaller,
yeah.
far
That's
more
the thing
condensed,
too.
and like a huge
people like
elderly
me
population.
making comparisons based on little facts that.
Yeah.
Because I'm I don't know shit, and I'm just
Yeah.
like reading this headline, reading that, like making my own opinion.
And it's
deciding
hard.
that
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks
deciding that-
died.
Yeah. Like,
He's
Tom-
dead. Can we
Tom
just take a
Hanks.
moment to say,
R.I.P. Tom Hanks.
Rest in peace.
you had a friend in me, Tom Hanks.
Or even down
It's
to
beautiful.
like schools when ScoMo was like, Singapore's doing this. I was like, hang on. Singapore has 8 million people living there, and they've also been doing online schooling for. They do like 2
do, like,
days.
forehead tests.
Yeah, they do like
Yeah.
2 days a term in Singapore. They work predominantly online. So in case this happens,
Well, already.
yeah, already.
They've already been done.
Yeah, so like when we compare our education system to them, you're like,
Comparisons, yeah.
why are you
I'm
comparing,
doing-
bro? I don't know, but I'm a fucking idiot, so who
Yeah.
knows?
Oh, we're all idiots
Yeah,
here,
and that's
man.
why you
We're all
listen to
idiots.
this podcast.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because you're an idiot.
Get
Maybe
some facts to figure out how to live your life based on what.
that's it, man.
Yeah.
That's talking.
I think that's another way how to get like fans is just insult people.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
insult all of our
Fuck yeah.
fans. all
It's
the
worked
time.
out well.
Mate, you insulted me, and look where you are, man.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. Let's keep insulting people. Fuck, let's insult Joe Rogan. See what the fuck happens, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely
call them
not,
out.
Just a
Fuck
mosquito.
you, Joe Rogan. I love you so much. Fuck you. Yeah, let's wrap this bitch up, boys. Let's
All right.
let's do it. Maybe we can
Thanks so
continue our
much for
beer.
having us on.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
thanks, man.
anytime you boys want, but I'm coming on your podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get you
And
on.
I'm gonna
We'll
take a
make
shit
it
on you.
fucking
I'm gonna take a shit on your house.
on the couch.
on your house.
On your house, on your couch.
On the roof.
I'm taking shits everywhere in your house.
in the helicopter.
Yeah.
No, I reckon we do some fucking, I don't know. We'll do something.
The more
fine,
shits,
yeah.
the merrier.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
more shits, the merrier.
Yeah.
Nah, should we squash the beef? Should we squash the beef?
Beef is squashed,
The
man.
beef is
Beef is
squashed.
squashed.
Hey,
You're a homie.
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna enjoy my Skittles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Poisoned.
yeah.
We did sneeze on him.
You motherfucker. I don't mind if you sneeze on it, but this guy.
Hey, this is a way to end the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's all touch
yeah,
tips.
boys. All right,
Touching
boys,
tips.
give yourselves a shout out. Where can they find you?
Go.
Big.shitty.life on Instagram.
Is that it?
That's it.
And email us on
just YouTube
Big-
Big Shitty Life, and we're on Spotify as well.
An email if you want to email us some dick pics. Big poopy life 6969 at Gmail.
Gmail.com.
It is Gmail. Sorry.
Yeah.
Big Poopy Life 6969. Email your dick pics. Can you actually email, guys? If you're listening to this, I don't care if it's your dick or any other dicks.
No.
Email.
No.
No. Go follow the boys.
No.
This has been unreal, boys.
Thank you, Mattson.
I'm so fucking happy that you guys came on. It's been the best.
Cheers.
Guys, I don't know. It's fucking weird times. Just don't be a dickhead. Pretty much is the end of the vibe. And love yourselves. Love everyone else. Go follow on Instagram. Go subscribe on YouTube. Hit me. Fuck yeah. Spotify, iTunes. Woo!